Well, hello there, Henrico. How you doing? This is Douglas Ford, and appreciate you cracking over this video. And what I like to do, I like to take things beyond piquing someone's interest because, what I realize is that a lot of things get put in front of us, get put in front of your friend, and get put in front of, folks that you know. But there's really, no one really laying out any authentic transparency. Okay. So what I'm about to go through is nothing that has been photoshopped. I'm literally going to take you to the back office and literally show you how straightforward and how simple this is and how we're receiving unavoidable cash flow independent of our involvement, with one major caveat. Okay. I know you're probably saying, see, I knew it was a catch, right? Well, the catch is there's going to be zero gambling of anybody's money. We're not doing trading. We're not doing anything that's a speculating, okay? What's been done has been proven, and it's gonna work every time, all the time. Now, I'm not gonna go deep in the weeds with blockchain, but just understand our ecosystem is on the blockchain, okay? And when something is on the blockchain, okay, the blockchain was built so it would be a ledger that was controlled and managed by multiple computers, so there wouldn't be any discrepancies, there wouldn't be any hacking, there wouldn't be any cheating, it wouldn't be any manipulation going on. It's going to perform the same way every time, all the time, okay? And so that's significant when you talk in terms of, receiving security in our income, okay? And making sure there's a fair ledger for all to have equal opportunity, got it? So I'm gonna share my screen. Now, let me just say this. The challenge in many people's lives is not the ability to make money, okay? So this is not a make money platform, although there is a lot of money on the table. This is specifically addressing an even more important challenge, and that is cash flow. Cash flow is that money that's scaling and coming in and out of your household, business, or organization, because we have churches that are involved. We have different nonprofits. We have different charities, foundations, different fraternities and sororities. We have schools and hospitals that are involved, lending institutions, alumni, booster clubs, just many different organizations, companies and corporations, and of course, individuals from all walks of life, okay? Right now, our platform, in our ecosystem, we have just about south of about 130,000 digital accounts that have already opened up. And our objective, our goal is to have over 1 million accounts by the end of 2023, going to 2024, okay? Now, another beauty of this is that this is not network marketing, okay? This is not any SUSU or any cash gifting or any affiliate marketing. I've done those types of things. And the reason why we're not is because you're literally gonna have people just doing something one time, okay? And as this plan of action that we have in place duplicates forward, people are going to be receiving money from this day forward, independent of their involvement. We like to call it unavoidable cash flow. You will not be able to avoid the money, and you will not be able to move out of the way as this thing duplicates forward. And our plan of action, hear me, it secures that accounts never stop opening. Okay. Now, the reason why we're not anything like a Ponzi or cash gifting or a loan is because even with those platforms, with those that created them, all having good intentions, okay? Because we know a lot of them didn't. A lot of people lost money, a lot of people were scammed, et cetera, et cetera. But the dynamics of it didn't cater to the masses being able to win long term. And the reason being is because people didn't receive money until a certain number of spots, okay, or a certain number of positions were open, okay? And then once a certain number of positions came into play, then one would start receiving money. No, we are receiving from every account that opens after you from this day forward. Okay? Or should I say you are going to be receiving from every account. Now remember, many of those accounts are going to be opening independent of your involvement, but yet you're still going to be receiving a micro payment from every account from this day forward. That happens for everyone, and everyone's going to receive in the same fashion. But I just don't want you to hear it. I want to go into the back office and show it to you, okay? So let me share my screen here real quick. All right. And the beauty about this is that we literally have what we call a guest trial. I like to call it a demonstration account. And again, it is an exact replica of a live account. As you can see, your name is here, Henrico, and it says Henrico over here. This whole entire system gets set up independent of your involvement once we add a name, phone number, email address, and then create the account, okay? Immediately you have this, what they call the free dashboard. Now you see right now your money is all at zeros, okay? It's all at zeros across the board. Now we have a 10X infrastructure and we have a standard infrastructure. If you want to get more details on that, okay, I'm going to refer you to a website where you can watch a presentation, okay? Now, also with what we do, we already have marketing and media and support that we're providing for you, okay, and the whole entire organization for the plan of action to continue to move forward. We don't want any boulders that's going to halt anyone from receiving unavoidable cash flow. And how do we get boulders? When we invite those that are just become a body. We don't want no one just to be a body. But understand this, we want strategic partners, but with those strategic partners understanding this, the execution that you have to perform that's only required, you only have to do it one single time. And through that one-time execution, and everyone doing it one time, it's going to have each and every one of us, all of us, receiving all of the time. And I'm going to go into the money and sort of show you that. But let me jump into the back office here real quick, because it's important that you see how straightforward this is. And how this operates is the same way a live account is going to operate. The only part that I'm not doing is where we do the one-time out of pocket that we do, okay, to activate the accounts. Got it? So as you can see, I'm in Henrico. Now everyone's going to just have three team members, okay? That could be individuals, that could be organizations, that could be whatever, any type of entity. Come behind us and just do the exact same thing. What? They're going to have three, okay, to come right behind them and do the exact same thing. Again, everyone's only doing that one time. Got it? So let's jump down here. So I went to your page here and I grabbed the one person I saw here named Martin Mark. Okay? See, I'm on your Facebook here. And so I'm doing a demo for you, for Martin Mark. But of course, if you're showing this to other friends, they can just take the names out that I'm using and put their names there. Got it? All right, so let's go back here. So I'm going to add Martin Mark. And I'm just going to create a random email address because this is just demonstration purposes. I know this is not Martin's email. But when Martin wants to open up an account, he's going to send you his real email address, okay? Now, I'm just going to add names here. Let's just do Roger K at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗹.com. Let's do Jimmy J at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗹.com. Okay, let me copy Martin Mark because I'm going to use him. Now, when I come down here, I'm going to put in I'm not a robot, 70265. Now, when I hit this invite button, okay, this is just as if each three of these accounts became active, okay? Now, they may happen at different times, okay? Doesn't matter. They may have it at different times. When they do, you're receiving from each one of them when they become active, okay? Now, in this example, we're having them all become active right here together, okay? So when I hit this button, as you can see, your account is all zeros, right? So when I hit this button, that is just as those accounts went active, and when that transaction completes, Henrico, 1.5 seconds later, I need you to see how fast money is already in your account, okay? Please understand, this is real dollars, just like money in your purse or in your wallet. Well, hopefully you don't have a purse, but if a female is watching, it's just like money in your purse right now, okay? Now, this is the only part that you are involved with, okay? Now, I want you to understand the ingenious, because something went on in the background that you are not aware of, and that is this. And this is why no one will ever worry about receiving money from this day forward, because you were the one that referred these three in this example. But please understand, you were not the only one that received money right then. You see, anytime and every time and all the time, anywhere around the world, because our operation is global. So it could be from Africa, it could be from the Bahamas, it could be from Jamaica, it could be from Trinidad, China, Japan, Australia, it doesn't matter. New York, California, it don't matter, okay? Anytime and every time accounts open, you and your inviter are always gonna be 2 of the 10 that receive from every account that opens after you guys from this day forward, constituting unavoidable cash flow. Because understand, as those 3 accounts are opening, you received, and your inviter, whoever that would be in this demonstration, would be me, I guess in this case, I would receive, and 8 other people would receive as well, instantly and simultaneously. Now there again, I just don't want you to hear that. I need you to see it. So I'm gonna leave your account open, okay? Because I want you to see how this literally happens. Remember what I said, anytime, every time, all of the time. This is gonna happen for everybody from this day forward that gets involved. No, it just doesn't happen to the people that got in first. No, it just doesn't happen for a handful of people. It happens for 100% of those that are involved with our platform. That's how it's already programmed to do and operate. Now, so let me refresh my screen so you'll see your numbers are gonna remain the same. They're still the same. When I go to your GBO team, which stands for Global Business Owners, you see there's Jimmy J, there's Martin Mark, which I'm gonna highlight him and copy him because I'm gonna log in Martin Mark's account and do the same thing that I just did for you. I'm gonna open up 3 accounts, all this information and data, okay, is gonna be all done independent of our involvement because the system does it all for us. See, this is not man-managed in the background where people are sending money to people's PayPal or Cash App. No, all money is going to your wallet, okay? Everyone receives their own wallet that they only have the access to, where your money comes directly to you and you get access to it 7 days a week, 365 days a year, okay? Now let's go back to the free dashboard there. Did I copy that? Make sure I copy that. Okay, I copy that. Now you see when these accounts were created. I just did it right in front of us, right? May the 11th, May the 11th, May the 11th, 2023. Now, let me go back to the dashboard, okay? Now remember, we have the media and we have the marketing and the support that we're gonna be working with your team, okay, introducing this, or if you point people to the media and marketing we have throughout the week and that we have pre-recorded, because we have a done-for-you marketing system that everybody's able to put in front of whomever and they can share this. I have my own YouTube page, channel, that I want people to come and, that are on my team and, take part in the media that I put out there. We're screaming this thing from the rooftops. And we're helping people already with having the marketing in place. So if they don't want to do a whole lot of talking, they can refer them to our Facebook page or to my YouTube page. And yes, we also have a Facebook page. Now, we also have our own, actually I said done for you marketing site. So if you go to smarterthanmoney.com, you're going to come down here and see where it says take control of your own financial future. You're going to click here and then scroll down. You can read the About Us section to learn about who we are, and then click on Watch Webinar. Okay? And right here on the step 1, a wallet for the people by the people, there's a presentation eloquently done by my good business partner, Greg Baldwin there. It's about 25, 30 minutes, okay? Then after that, I want you guys to watch the final summary because it's gonna tie a bow on the information you heard in the presentation, okay? Now, I want you to hear about what this is all about, okay? So we're heading up the global expansion of a digital wallet on the blockchain that behaves like PayPal and Cash App. We are currently looking for strategic partnerships to divert the billions of dollars that already exist in the digital wallet space into our ecosystem. The result of partnering with us means unavoidable and scalable residual cash flow for anyone and everyone from this day forward. No skill set required. That is so major when you're talking about who is able to succeed here. Well, when there's no skill set required, anybody, as we like to say, that can fog up a mirror can succeed here. All they're having to do is an execution and a one-time out of pocket, okay? And they won't be able to move out of the way as that plan of action moves forward, independent of their involvement, okay? So you can start receiving the cash flow you desire or need today, okay? Now, let's head back here. So as you saw, we already refreshed it. Refresh again so it doesn't time us out. Let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, you see your amounts are still there. Got it? Still there. 262.50 and 26.25. I need you to remember those numbers, okay? The 26.25 and the 262.50, okay? So I'm gonna go to my Safari window, okay? And I'm gonna log in here as Martin Mark. So I'm gonna go to the login screen. Now I'm keeping your account open in the background. You see that? Because I want this to be live right in front of you, okay? So let me go back to the Safari window. And I'm gonna log in as Martin Mark, put that email there, put in the password. Now I'm gonna even send you this demo account. So if you wanna go in there and add as many accounts as you care to. As a matter of fact, I've already sent you an account. So you can literally do what I'm showing you and demonstrate to whomever. Literally utilize the demonstration so people can see the transparency. It becomes a no-brainer to anybody looking at this, right? So let me accept that right there. Of course, it didn't like it. Do this one. Do you like that? There you go. Okay. Now I'm logging in as Martin Mark, okay? Remove my window out of the way. Get his name there. Right there, okay. So I'm just going to accept these terms and conditions here. You see it says Martin Mark, and his enroller is you in this example, okay? I'm gonna hit proceed. Moves out of my way there, and move this window here. Now you can see now it says Martin Mark at the top, right? Remember, everything is independent of our involvement. This system was created just by me simply putting in his information. His whole entire system and back office is created. Of course, now this is a demo account. If Martin Mark was to get involved, whoever's looking at this, you need to send Henrico your email account. He'll set you up, just like you saw how easy it was. Now, we're going to scroll down here. Notice, he has zeros across the board. So what is he having? He's having 3, okay, strategic partners to come right behind and do the exact same thing that are also, okay, strategically going to duplicate and do the exact same thing. See, understand, that is the key for this being a clear path, okay? Because With everybody doing the execution that they're only doing once, it continues accounts opening. Does that make sense? So we don't want anyone to come in that's going to be a boulder in the way of the clear path. But just like you're going to receive independent of your involvement, they are going to receive independent of their involvement as well. Now, so let's go ahead. Now I'm going to use, let me see who we got here. I want to use Pastor John. Okay. Pastor John. I saw his flyer on your page. So I said, you know, let's use that one. Okay. So we're putting in Pastor John. I'm going to add. Now, if you're wondering, do we receive on every account or do we not receive until all our three have come in? Well, let me show you. So you see only one account that I put in, right? For Martin Mark, okay? I've only put in Pastor John. Let me come over here and do 32444, okay? I'm gonna hit invite, okay? That is just as Pastor John just activated an account, did a one-time out of pocket, and when that transaction completed, okay, do you see Martin Mark's account has money? How long did it take money to get in Martin's account? Instantly, before I can even snap my fingers, okay? Now remember, every time, the reason why I just did one account, because I need you to see nobody's waiting on any money. Any time that accounts open from this day forward. Now, there's gonna be different percentages along the way, okay? But understand, those percentages were put in place and into the system so to make sure that anytime, every time, all the time when accounts open from this day forward, money is coming to us. Unavoidable. So let me go over here to you. Now remember, the last time I was in your account, when I did refresh, your money didn't move, right? Let me refresh now. Did your money move? Please say wow. Remember, this was independent of your involvement. See, from now on, from this day forward, as accounts open up, why are accounts opening? Because everyone that's coming in is coming in strategically doing a one-time execution of having three come right behind them that are strategically going to do the same. Have three come behind each of them that are strategically going to do the same. Now, what is that doing at the same time? Accounts are continuing to open and money is coming in to you and everyone else in the success line independent of our involvement. And I just want you to see, this is not just going to happen for you. This is also going to happen for Martin Mark, and it's also going to happen for Pastor John and whoever, a church, a corporation, a business, it don't matter. Okay. So now let's go back to the Safari window. Okay. Because I'm going to add two more accounts here. So let me do Jackie J at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗏.com. Okay, and do one more. Let's do a church. Let's do North Mayor United Church. North Mayor United Church at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗏.com. Okay. So now you see 875, 8750. I add these two accounts, come down here, put in I'm not a robot, 22436. Okay, hit invite there. So that was the only work involved for Martin Mark. He only did the same work you did. Do you see he has the same result that you had? Okay. The reason why you received more money, because why? Accounts opened. Watch when I come back to you. I'm gonna hit refresh again. Watch your money increase. Okay. All I want you to understand, this is gonna happen every time, all the time, without fail. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep your account up again. I'm gonna do this one more time, then I'm gonna go and show you the money, right? And then I'm gonna walk out a game plan, because first of all, I just want you to see that the money is coming. That's already fixed in the system. And when it's fixed and programmed, that means all we have to execute and everything else is predictable. So let me go to the team here, okay? And let me grab Pastor John now. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. Now, before we log out, because I'm gonna log out here because I only got 2 windows, I still have your account here live in the background. And see your results, you're at 30 and you're at 300, correct? Go to Safari. Before we leave out of Martin Mark's account, he's at 26.25 and he's at 262.50. Just like your account was. Okay? So let's log out here. Now I'm gonna log into Pastor John. I tell you what, this never gets old because everybody wins here. No one is getting left out. That's what a true monetary system, cooperative, is about. Everybody succeeding. Okay, let me do this. Instead of just a few or a handful. Sign in there. Save the password there. Accept these terms and conditions here. Okay, you see it says Pastor John. The enroller was Martin Mark. Okay, wait for that to move out of the way. As you can see here, the whole system created, okay, for Pastor John now. Pastor John is all at zeros across the board, just like Martin Mark's account was, just like your account was. We're going to come down here, and let's say he's going to put in church member 1, church member 1, okay, at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗶.com. Since you know it's going to happen on every account, I'm just going to go ahead and do 3. Jump ahead and do 3. So we're going to do church member 2. Church member 2. TWO 2 at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋 Deacon John. Deacon John 3 at coopcf.com. So we got church member 2, church member 1, and Deacon John. Okay. Let me do I'm Not a Robot 45071. So this is just as Deacon John, church member 1, church member 2 are all doing a one-time out of pocket. And we're going to go ahead and act as if those accounts just became active. When they do, 1.5 seconds later, I need you to see Pastor John received income. Now, the reason why it's cash flow is because Pastor John can count on this money coming again next month, and the month after that, and the month after that, and it's going to be with scale. Why? Because the plan of action is going to continue to move forward. If you see, I've literally just created went into 3 accounts, and you see each of them have at least $280 plus. And I've been doing this video, for about 10 minutes? I need somebody to tell me a program where in 10 minutes, 3 individuals, and I didn't even use all the people yet, can have basically $300 plus. But it's residual though. Now, you saw I just added those accounts, correct? Now let's go back to the free dashboard. Let's log out as Pastor John, and let's log back into Martin Mark, who, before we left out of his account, he was at 262.50 and he was at 26.25, right? Go back to the login screen. Let's do Martin Mark. Let's do motorcycle. There we go. And straightforward every single time. Now, when Pastor John, okay, when we were in his account, that was his involvement, which that was independent of Martin Mark. And yet more money comes to Martin Mark independent of his involvement. I'm telling you, this is happening for people every day. Look at the skill set that was required. You're just filling out a form. One time out of pocket, the account becomes active and everyone in the success line is receiving in the same fashion. But remember, it wasn't just Martin's money that went up. Let's go to your account, okay? Let me hit refresh on your account. Do you have more money? Say, yes, I do. If everyone would just get, this is just a one-time execution that everyone just is only required to do once. When you decide to do it, we, okay, train people and get people to do this because I understand that money loves speed. So I like people to get this done within the first 72 or 24 to 72 hours. Now, when I go to the money, it's going to have on there 7 days a week. It's something that we generally say. But I understand that money loves speed and freedom loves hyper speed. But the bottom line, we dictate how fast this moves. But it's important that we only have strategic partners. Now, I love it that we only have to have 3. We're not having anyone to be like MLM where you have to go out there and constantly recruit and bring in, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, because that is not duplicatable. And that's why the masses don't succeed in network marketing. Okay. The reason why people don't succeed in a SUSU or a blessing circle or affiliate marketing is because typically you have to rely on rotation. And most times there are schemes, geared to take people's money. But the bottom line is, even with people having all good intentions, because people have to wait on certain positions to be filled before they receive money, the larger and larger that gets, it takes the rotation and cycling period longer, okay? And if you haven't received any money in a week, how gung-ho are you going to be to put the information in front of other people? So what happens when the money is instant? What happens when the money is continuously instant? And what happens when the money is always instant? That brings for long-term success for everybody, okay? Big, huge difference there, okay? Just want to go over to some of the most frequently asked questions, okay? How do I get started? Simply get back with the member that invited you here. They will get your account and digital wallet activated in as little as 5 minutes. As you know, your account is already active. How long will it take to get results? It depends on how quickly you complete the 2 doable, proven steps shared in the overview. It's paint by number simple. And then finally, how soon can I withdraw my money? You will receive royalties immediately. You can withdraw all or a portion of your money daily. There are no limits on the amount of money you can receive, and there are no holds when you want to withdraw your money. You're able to withdraw every single penny of your money when your money is $50 or more. And it's going to inevitably be $50 or more many different times, because as you are receiving money independent of your involvement, okay? It's like air. You can't avoid yourself from receiving air unless you're dead. This operation is creating money to be like air. You can't avoid receiving it. I get chuckled every time I think about that. All right, let me go into the presentation here a little bit, okay? And I'm just gonna share the standard version. I'm gonna move myself out of the way, okay? So you can see the whole screen here. But this is the world's first infinite success line. This is the standard version. A one-time execution is only required once from everyone. Let me read that again. A one-time execution is only required once from everyone. So let me show you what happens. So your inviter, obviously that would be me, okay? What's gonna happen? Well, I've already had 3 come after me, so, you know, I'm a little ahead, but I'm just showing you if I was to start from right now, okay? Had 3 come right behind me. You saw it was 26. Again, I'm talking about the standard version. Now the 262, that's the 10X, okay? So let me move forward. Now, in the next hour, or the next 24 hours, or the next 72 hours, whenever, you're gonna do the exact same thing. Get 3 of your strategic partners come right after you. When that happens, guess what? You get 26, just like you saw. Okay. Now, we didn't use all the people, so you just saw the next person's money go to 30. But actually, okay, when all your 3 do the exact same thing, it's literally going to bring my money to 38 and all amounts in between. Because you saw I received 30, because we're receiving on every account, even though it's different percentages along the way, but we're receiving a micro payment from every transaction from this day forward. Man, I tell you, every time I think about this thing, it just gives me goosebumps. Now, here, that was your only involvement. Okay? Now, Henrico, this is going to continue to move forward because remember, you only brought in strategic partners. Their job is to do this one-time execution that I only did once, that you only did once. Now they're going to do it once. Watch what happens. Okay. So this is your 3. Okay. When each of them have 3 come right behind them, each of them receiving 26, just like you did, just like I did. But watch what happens as a result with now them. Watch what happens to us. Now the money for you and me in this example is now happening independent of our involvement. You go to 38. I go to 87. Everyone's going to receive in the same fashion from this day forward. So in the next hour, which would be, okay, the 4th hour. So this could happen in the next 4 hours. This can happen in the next 4 days. This can happen in the next 24 hours. It doesn't matter because we dictate it. That's what I love about it. We control this one. Do you see why, though? We wouldn't want anyone involved that's not going to do a one-time execution. That would be a boulder in the path of all of us getting to whatever our success number, goal, or desire, whatever that may be. We don't want this to stop for anybody. So anybody looking at this, we don't want this is designed not to have cash flow halted. As a result of your 3's team, their team, it moved your 3 to 38. It moves you to 87. It moves me to 249. In the next hour, hour number 5, these guys all do it. One-time execution. Let me keep this sign up here. A one-time execution is only required once for everyone. And as a result, watch this. Okay. Your 3's team is at 38. Your 3 are at 87. okay? You are at 249. It brings me to 538. In the next hour, all those guys do the one-time execution once. They're receiving 26. It's bringing you to 38. It's bringing your threes team to 87. It's bringing your money to 538. And it's bringing your inviter to 1791. All independent of our involvement. The next group, they do their one-time involvement. Each of them just do it once. They're receiving 26. Watch what happens as a consequence. 38, 87, 249, 538, 1791, 4,183. This literally can happen this fast. There's nothing in our way. There's no resistance to how we're receiving this money. And by the fact that everyone's doing it only one time, this really should be a simple no-brainer. It was a no-brainer when I saw this. Because there again, we're not asking no one to have to go out there and recruit. We're not asking no one to go out there and build a sales force. We're not asking anyone out there to continue to put forth production. See, the thing that people tell me, the reason why I wasn't successful when I was in businesses where I had to refer others is because it was incumbent upon us that, yeah, we got involved, but in order to keep money coming to us, we always had to go out there and put forth effort. You never hear me say that here. Everybody did it one time, and yet they're going to continue to receive all the time. Because as accounts open up, and they're opening up through the plan of action of everybody doing a one-time execution. And their one-time execution is having 3 others come right behind them that are going to do the same. And then their team is going to do the same. And then their team is going to do the same. Everyone doing it only one time. Now, what is happening as everyone is doing the one-time execution? Accounts never stop opening. And so just like how I'm receiving, you are receiving, your team is receiving, and their team is going to continue to receive. That pretty much encompasses everyone. So there again, in the next hour, these guys do it. Watch what happens as a result. Bam, bam, bam. Look at your threes team. Bam. Look at your 3 now. Bam. Look at you now. Bam. Look at your inviter now. $10,744. So if everybody did this in an hour, respectively, okay, you're at 10 grand in 8 hours. Is that taking you too fast? Well, let's say everybody took 24 hours. Well, that means in 8 days. Now let's go to your 8th day, because that's your inviter's 8th day. This is your 8th day or 8th hour or 8th week, which is 2 months. So watch, boom, boom, boom. Your threes team, your 3, your inviter, $42,729. You notice this ring that's going around all these numbers? You know why? Because even though these amounts are scaling, and they can be scaling throughout the day, they can be scaling throughout the hour. Okay. Whatever your money ends up with at that month, you can count on receiving it next month, and the month after that, and the month after that, because it's residual. We're not just receiving this one time. This is ongoing residual cash flow that is coming into your wallet that you can withdraw your money. That's coming independent of your involvement. When I go back to what I said in the beginning, we don't have a money challenge to get money. Anybody has the ability to get money, okay? And when we do get money, we just buy more stuff So we just become broke on a whole nother level. But what is the money that's coming in and out of my life that I'm not working for it? That's the cash flow, all right? So as I just finish this out, I want to read how it works. Is so simple, okay? So let me just tab all this out. As you can see, okay, in the standard version, it caps you out to where you're receiving over 175,000 every 28 days, okay? And then you will then be at 175,000 every 28 days. And then your team will be at 175,000 every 28 days. And then their team will be at 175,000, each of them, every 28 days, okay? So you strategically choose 3 others who will simply accept $28 from you within 7 days or less, one time. Emphasis on or less, and one time, who strategically duplicate the same. That's it, my friend. That's it. So let's connect. If there's anybody that you want me to do a demonstration for, let me know, okay? More than happy to do it. Want to get things rocking and rolling for you. Let's keep this so simple, because it is, okay? One of my biggest issues that I had, because I had been in this industry, I was, feeling all entitled. And when you're entitled, what you typically do is overthink it. And I was overthinking. I should be a whole lot further along than I am now. But hey, it's okay. I'm in the right frame of mind when it comes to this thing. And what's important is keep it simple. You only need 3 strategic partners. You have to go out there and knock on everybody's door to introduce them to, this monetary system. Okay, you just need 3 that are going to duplicate strategically and do the same. Who each of them select 3 who they select strategically, who are going to do the same. We just don't want people to be bodies here. That defeats the purpose. We want this to be a straightforward path, as you saw. That in the next 8 hours, or the next 8 days, or the next 8 weeks, you had $10,744 of ongoing residual cash flow. We determine how fast we want it to go and want everyone to get there, okay? So they say the speed of the leader is always the speed of the pack, right? So I'm gonna sign off, but let's connect. As we like to say every time we conclude, we just want to see you at the top. We look forward to seeing you cash flowing and everyone over the top. Take care. Look forward to talking with you soon.